You never want to date a guy who's
I
into Nietzsche.
I never knew about all these philosophers until he told me, and I was like, okay,
Oh yeah, a guy into
I got
philosophy is a red flag. 100%. I mean, I don't date men, but I think that's probably true. I mean, a woman into Nietzsche, huge red flag. If someone brings up Machiavelli, it's over, dude. You're screwed. Machiavelli's the prince. Good lord. If you see that on the shelf, you got to run. You have any what do you think is your biggest red flag?
Oh, something that I do or something that I think what other people do is
No,
bad?
I'm more interested in what your red flag is, like about you.
Mm, maybe, I don't know, maybe having high standards, maybe having to be in control. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard question.
I think it's important to know all of your red flags. Like mine are so obvious.
What are they?
Still skateboarding and 36. I do stand up comedy. I have a podcast. Those are the three. Those are the big ones. I'm a mama's boy. That's number 4 actually. That one's a pretty good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I get that one.
That's a good
Yep.
red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Married but always looking. You know what I mean?
Are you polyamorous?
No, I would never use that word.
I'm polyamorous.
I'm just a freak. How about that?
Interesting. Yeah, I had a
I find
husband that was a mama's boy. Not
So,
good. Not good.
so you said that you're polyamorous.
Yeah.
Do you like the use of that word?
I think there's so many different things. Like you could say your open relationship, you could say your E&M, you could say all these different things.
I just like
I
the way
think
the
it's
French do
fine.
it, where it's like they're like, I'm married, but I have a mistress in the city. It's like so calm. There's like
Well, yeah,
there's
I
like
mean,
no rules.
I went to Greece and I met this girl and I stayed with this girl and she was like, yeah, I'm polyamorous. So I was like, I've never met anyone in Europe that was like openly. She's like, I'll date a guy for a few months and then I'll tell him that I want to be polyamorous. If he doesn't want to do it, then he's out. I'm like, interesting. But
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like big in Europe. It seemed like it's like a normal.
Well, I feel like the world's actually just becoming one monolith of culture.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that the cultural differences are going to be that different anymore. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're heading towards a place where we're all going to be one monolithic culture. That's a theory I have. I have no proof,
Interesting.
but, and I'm not that smart. So I don't know.
I don't even remember what monolithic means.
It's just like one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a monologue, like one.
Yeah. Yeah. One
Mm-hmm.
person giving a speech. It's a
Yeah,
monologue.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's part of it, but I also like there's I think if I met a Greek woman and she was like I'm polyamorous, I'd be like that's a red flag.
She was so hot. She was so beautiful.
Yeah,
She was so cool. She
does
just
that
loved to go
detract
camping and just like.
does that detract from the fact that do you think am I wrong? Was she not a little bit of a red flag?
No, she wasn't. She's had like really long relationships. I've never had a relationship as long as she had. She was
What's the
really like.
longest relationship you've had?
I was married for 5 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I guess that's longest.
And I assume you were together prior to that.
A few years, yeah.
Yeah.
It was from another country, and he moved to the U.S. to
What country was he from?
Honduras.
Huh. Why that wasn't weren't into it?
No, I lived there. It was a very interesting country. It was beautiful. I bought a property for a few $1,000s, and I'm gonna make it's on an island, and I'm really excited. I'm making a tiny house, but he wasn't a nice person.
That's fair. I mean, sometimes it takes I feel like everyone was that your like late 20s relationship?
28. I think I got married in 2018 yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So that was a while back.
it was like I feel like everyone has like a late 20s relationship that you have to like you really see through, and then you realize you're like, "Oh, I'm still learning." It's like a huge learning experience because you really give yourself to it in a way, and then the next relationship you're going to be in is going to be the one for the rest of your life.
Right. I feel like I wasn't ready to be married. It was just like I wanted everybody that was 25, 26, 27 was getting married. And I was like, oh, this is exciting. Not exciting.
I don't want to get married ever.
I don't think it's a good idea. It's not.
I think I always tell, I mean, I'm not literally, I just call her my wife, but we're not actually married.
Mm,
But I always tell her that I'll marry her when I start making more money than her in a really classic masculine way.
that's cool.
I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like she makes so much more money than me. I'm like, I can't marry you. That's crazy. Why would you marry me? That's nuts, dude.
That's a good perspective.
Thank you.
You want to be responsible.
Yeah.
You want to be manly or something.
Or something.
Or something.
I mean, I am trying to be an adult.
Oof. It's rough. It's a rough go. I
Yeah.
don't like being an adult.
I think there's aspects of it I like. Like I think my whole life goal has been like a pursuit of freedom. You know, even as I'm
Yes.
narrowing the choices, even as the choices I make narrow my life into less and less freedom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like the ultimate goal has always been freedom of thought and expression.
And time, right?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, time is the only thing. I wish I just said today as I was leaving for work. I wish that I could get paid in time.
Interesting.
The only thing I want more of is time.
Yeah. Me
So
too.
it's like it's the only thing you can't replace, you know?
That's very true. Yeah. It's scary to think about.
It's scary.
I mean, that you can't get it back. Once it's gone, I guess.
I guess like to me that's like I never think of it as scary, or maybe I did when I was younger, but I'm like I try and put it in the perspective of it's like part of why I try and enjoy what's happening now. Do you know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's so temporary. It's so fast, and
Right.
I can't get this moment back. So if I'm miserable right now, then what's the point?
Right. Right. That's really true.
I think though that it's challenging because that same mentality can lead to like hedonism, you know, like just pure pleasure seeking,
Hmm.
which isn't necessarily my objective.
Hmm. Yeah. Sometimes I think I'm a selfish person.
A selfish person.
Sometimes I think about
I
that.
think from just what you've told me, that's not true.
Yeah. 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 I guess so.
You could be a probably more selfish.
Maybe.
Who's cuddling the cuddler? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Who's
Yeah.
your dominatrix? That's the question.
Well, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking for a submissive man
You want
in
a
real life.
you want a submissive
In
man.
real life, that's my goal, and it's really hard to find.
I don't think it's that hard to find. Have you not met these betas out there?
I'm looking. I've been
This
looking.
generation of just
Yeah, it's a long road to find that type of thing. But
you could just date like a
I
guy in
have.
his early 20s.
Oh gosh, they're so annoying. They're like, train me. I'm like, I don't know what you're
Train
talking.
you
Yeah, like they're like, you're a dom. Can you train me? No, I don't have time to teach you what being a sub means. If you're not a sub, you're not a sub. That's fine.
I don't really know what it means. What do you mean? Like like what are the specific requirements?
They have to cook. They have to give massage.
Oh,
Well, there's everybody has different things. Some women like some doms like to give pain. Some doms like to, you know, do all these things, chastity,
sure.
all these things. So it depends on the person, but yeah, I just have a lot of things that I want. So
Well, what do you want?
I
What do you
want them to cook. I want them to give massages. I want them to just do whatever I want in a selfish way. So it's just like a
Well, I feel like you have to have a more clear task list. You know what
yeah,
I
it's
mean? Like
pretty
like how much massage? Are they
yeah.
cooking every meal?
Yeah.
So it's like 3 meals a day.
Maybe two, but yeah.
Here's my like the opposition, not opposition, but like my curiosity about it is like if you're asking someone for those things, right? As the dom, what is your requirements? Like, are you supposed to be? Are you providing?
Yeah, well,
Like, are you the provider?
a lot of people ask me like, well, what like they'll ask me that question and like they need to be abused. Some subs I talk to, they really if the dom isn't like really really like physically like in the, because that's what some subs like, that they love to be, to be what, spanked, whatever. So a lot of people, they're like, well, if you don't like to do that, then we can't have a relationship because I need this or I need that. So, but I don't think that's a good sub perspective. If you are a submissive person, you want to make the dominatrix happy. You shouldn't be talking about every single thing that you want. But there's different sides to it, I guess. That's my perspective. Because I have a lot of guys that are like, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you peg me? Can you do this? And I'm like,
So you're saying that's not submissive?
well, I understand. Like, I'll have my needs. This is the things that I want the sub to do, and the sub will have the kinks that they're into. But if they don't, but I feel like they should think about what the dom wants first, because if they're naturally submissive, then that's what they want. They want
shouldn't
to
they
please
say
the
like,
dom.
yeah, right? Shouldn't their line really just be like, whatever you want?
Yeah, that's what I think. But I have so many guys who'll be like, "You need to peg me. You need to do this. You need to do that."
That sounds
I'm
like
I'm
they're like
tired.
being a power bottom,
I'm tired. Yeah, yeah, yep. It's frustrating
a
finding a
submissive top, really.
balance. Yeah, there's so many guys who they'll just ask for a million things. I'm like, I don't think you're. You just have to be naturally submissive, and that's what's hard to find.
You don't think you? I feel like you can. You got to be able to train. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I can train. Yeah, I
it's like
can
breaking
try.
in a horse. If I'm understanding
Yeah,
correctly.
I mean, they have to learn the stuff that the dom likes or the stuff that the dom wants. So yeah, I guess it's
Would you? Is this like more of like a like? Because like to me, this doesn't feel.
lifestyle.
Yeah, I was gonna say this doesn't feel sexual at all. This just feels like a lifestyle.
Well, there's a sexual aspect, but I don't know if this is a R-rated podcast or not.
It's absolutely R-rated. You can say anything you want.
Okay, well, yeah, one of my biggest requirements is you have to be good at oral. You have to be, and you
Sure.
have to be not bug me for anything sexual. You have to be able to do that and not. Wearing chastity would be great because then you could just sit in the corner and fuck off.
Mm.
But that's a dream. That's the silver lining of. Yeah, that's hard to find.
Well, I feel like then
But some guys like to be humiliated. I hear that all the time with some submissive guys. Can you humiliate me? Can you degrade me? Can you do this and that? Like maybe I'll just yell at you and tell you to shut up, and then you'll just go away.
I feel like my comprehension of this, and correct me if I'm wrong, is if you're asking for total submission, then you have to be total provider.
Like financially.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I hear sometimes. We're like, well, I'm a CEO at work all the time, so like I just want to like be submissive to a woman.
Yeah,
But then like I
no,
want I
that's
want the two
but
sides. I want them to be able to like go out to dinner, plan date. Well, that plan dates do. Like if I want to do
but see,
something,
this is you're
yeah.
asking for two things that can't exist
Like I want them
simultaneously.
to be able.
You're either the dominant one across the board, and you have like a stay-at-home submissive, or
Yeah. Yeah.
or you're dating someone who in certain sexual practices and or in certain contrived environments can maintain a submissive quality.
Because I think it would be hard for a guy to work full time and then also be able to do all the things that the dom wants. But I do
That's what I'm
think
saying.
I do think it's possible. I've seen there's guys who are like, well, in public, I want to be completely like normal, but like other times, like I don't want to be like that at all.
See, I don't believe in that. I don't think that there's like, and obviously I could be wrong. I'm not stating that everything has a possibility, but I just mean that like long-term longevity of successful relationships, like that's you can't be two people. You can't be a CEO. Like the guys who want to be domed, right? Who are like a CEO of a company, they're putting it specifically into places. It's like they're compartmentalizing. So it's like you're capable of being in charge of a company. And now when I'm having sex, the way I get off is by compartmentalizing all my submissiveness into this one act. But that doesn't work when you're building a life with someone. Does that make sense? Because it's like you'd have to be like financially there's finances involved. There's decisions about a house. And so like how do you turn off that CEO brain if you're like you're getting well, like here's a silly example, you're getting new floors, who's making the decision?
Well, I mean, I talked to a guy once who had a whole like subcontract. It was like
Yeah,
20 pages
interesting.
long, and the girl said you have to do this, you have to do this, this, and like those are like the rules of the relationship. Like this is something he signed. Like not that it's
Sure.
like legally binding, but he signed it. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes it could be really intense, but yeah, there's some guys that are really like they want to give their life to that type of thing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I understand what you mean that it's really hard for someone to like be one person at one time and then another person at another time.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm just saying like if you not you but like I'm just using the collective you, like the if someone's looking for someone who's submissive completely in the home environment, you also have to expect them to maintain that in other environments on some level. It's like if you have like so if you're like, "Ooh, I love a submissive man," and then you're mad when they don't hold open the door, maybe you start holding the door open for him. Be dominant all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like that's always been like my curiosity, like either it's a performance in like a sexual environment, which is totally one thing, because like as soon as you cross the threshold of that door, it's again it's like putting on the costume.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm always fascinated by this world.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked to so many people that said they were into this type of thing, and it's always like they just don't really understand. I mean, there's so many different dynamics of this type of relationship, and it's hard to figure out. It's just hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like I guess in that way it's like any other relationship.
Yeah.
It's just a negotiation.
Right.
But that's why I think when people talk about it in such black and white terms, that's why I'm always like, I don't know, because it's like any sort of relationship, right? Like if I could never imagine having a black and white relationship of like these are your roles and my roles and we do only this. That would be challenging to maintain.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's very strict in some scenarios. Yeah.
Like because like say for example like if you're a dom and sub, right? And people are definitely going to come for me in the comments.
Come for them.
Please do. And but there's like say the dom something happens or yeah, or like the sub need I'm just saying like there's life happens and the role dynamics must change over time.
Yeah. Like someone loses their job and someone has to take the shit into their own hands or something. I
Yeah, or I
guess.
was thinking like someone got ill or something and now how are we are does the contract change in that
Yeah.
environment? Or is it really just that you love each other and it's just a game?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think a good sub dom relationship would be like you have a loving relationship. And I've had some guys like that. Like, I want you to be dominant, but I also want you to be nurturing. And I'm like, I'm both of those things, I
Yeah.
think. So, but
That starts
yeah,
to
so
feel
it's
when it
like,
comes into those terms that feels more realistic for like a long-term life
yeah,
thing.
it's like you can have a loving relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend, but you also like you want all these things and the other person is willing to do things that you want them to do, I guess.
Yeah, like I can totally imagine it functioning like if you really love those kind of sexual environments like that it's like you go oh this weekend we're going to this like retreat where we get to play like I feel like that's the term BDSM communities often
I
use.
hate when people say
It's the term I've
it's a
heard.
swingers things play.
But okay, so what term would you
No,
use?
no offense, swingers. But no, I
I'll offend the
mean,
swingers, offend away, they like the
no,
upside down
I used to
pineapple.
go to parties and it was interesting. Anyways, so yeah, I just hear people saying play so much. It's like we're adults. If that's your partner, like why do you keep saying it's just annoying to
What do you
me.
want to call it?
Having sexual relations? No, then I sound like an old lady. Having sexual relations.
Sexual
No,
relations.
that's annoying. What? I don't know. Having a sexual relationship. I don't know.
Dancing.
Sure, it
Naked
sounds better than
dancing.
playing. Like I was playing with my partner. I'm like, if that's your husband, oh, it's just annoying. But it's just. Have you ever heard of FetLife? Oh, it's an interesting
Is that the
landscape.
dating app?
Yeah, it's a website, but it's very interesting. If you're interested in fetishes, you'll see all these crazy things on there. You're allowed to put
I'm
nude
interested in
photos. You're
everything.
not allowed to put nude photos of your partner, anything nude. People have profile pictures of their dick,
Yeah.
and you can just do that as long as you have consent from like the person you're putting the picture up of. But it's just like I turn it on. There's like a million nude photos, so then I delete all these people that I maybe met once.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
I think the online dating is just in general not for me, but
Oh
I'm
God.
fascinated by all the different options. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's so
In general, I'm
annoying. I wish I
intrigued.
could just quit the fucking nonsense. It's so
Just do
irritating.
it. Do it right now. If you pull up your phone, I'll delete them for you. It's not helpful. You don't meet
It's
more people through
so
it.
annoying. I thought Field was, you know what Field is? It's like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
another
that's for
dating
like
app.
swingers, BDSM, this and that. And it's just a bunch of nonsense.
It's all the
I got
same.
banned first, and then I made another account on my iPad, but I think I got banned for saying the word or like saying something sexual. I was like, I don't know why I got banned.
You got banned for
I got
saying
banned from like
oral?
the. I think so. That's the craziest thing I said on there.
Hmm. I think that sometimes those things like maybe it's like an algorithm
Yeah.
thing like catches some weird word you say or vice versa. It's like my theory has always been when people get banned off those, it's like you went on a date with one person and then
Yeah, they complained
they
about
decide you don't
something.
like you and they just
Yeah.
report you because
Yeah,
that's like
definitely.
their
Probably.
vindictive jerk move.
Yeah, there's
But
a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
creeps on
It's
these
like a
things.
blessing in disguise. Get off dating apps. They're the
Oh,
worst. Especially because like
shit
you're
show. I'm an adult. I don't need this nonsense.
and you're telling me that you're like a cuddler, a professional cuddler. You have like very you use your energy a lot. That means that you gotta meet people in person.
How did you meet your partner?
In person.
Just at a bar, just anywhere.
No, she was my boss.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Workplace romance.
Yeah. Something.
Scandalous.
Yeah. I mean, it was only she had a brewery that I was working at, and it was just like it was a very small staff. It was her, me, and like one other person. So it
Cool.
wasn't that scandalous. It was more like the romantic story is that as the first time we met, it was like I walked into a story that was already written. Yeah,
That's really cute.
isn't that disgusting?
So that means like you met her and you knew that she was the one that you wanted to be
It
with.
wasn't even like that. It was like there was no thought. It was like
Natural.
it was just like I knew the right. It was like I walked into something that already existed. It was like it just walked in and it was like dink.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was
Is
very
that
weird.
is there something on your hat or is it just the stitching?
Could be just the
Can I
stitching
help
or
you?
like I have new
Can I help you?
socks. Yeah, sure. Yeah, see? I have new socks and they're fuzzing everywhere. I like
That's
to
really
pick out little
romantic
fuzzy
though.
things
It
too.
really is.
Yeah.
It's like you already knew that it was meant to be. It was destined to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just have kind of like a knowledge of things. I don't even I hate like when people are like twin souls. It's not like that. But it was just like I knew that it was someone that I would get along with.
You get have a lot in common.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, to me that's always been the most important part of a relationship is like that you want to live the life I want to live.
That's cool.
Cuz like what else is the point? Like I don't
Hmm.
want it's like I see so many people working in bars and restaurants where it's like the group of guys comes out and hangs out and then the girls are separate and it's like like, do you guys ever hang out? You're at work, and Fridays and Saturdays all day are for the girls, and then Sundays the guys are watching the game. And like, when do you guys hang out?
Right.
That's
Cool.
never been for me. Yeah, I'm a lesbian. I want to spend all the time in the world. I want to have a brutal divorce after 14 years. That's what I'm looking for.
God.
Yeah. Argue over who gets the Subaru. I don't know. Have an affair with a man. Whatever it takes. So that means you're single then? You're on these dating apps?
Well, I got married a second time.
A second time?
Yeah, I don't know if they want me to talk about it. You probably won't see this. It's illegal. I wanted to help someone with citizenship papers.
Oh yeah, we'll cut this part out. You can't don't say that online.
Yeah.
Um
Anyways, fake marriage. We'll say that. No, cut it.
No, you're for real. The only thing we could do is if Max mark this, we're going to cut that part out because we don't want that. What you should say though is you should be able to talk about it as it's very real and you know everything about them.
It's a
Are you ready?
Anyways, it's in the process of being over and it's not real, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, I'm single. Sort of.
That's nice. Back out on the
I'm
market.
dating someone, but it's more casual, sort of.
Casual's fun. I think like dating is fun.
Yeah.
That's the part that I think people forget is like dating's supposed to be fun. Like I worked in a bar that was like really heavy dates. It was like I worked like
there was a lot of people on dates, or a lot of the people that were working there were dating.
the first. The prior.
Like
a lot
people
of
just take their dates at this place.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No one there was dating though. I was trying. No, I'm just kidding. It was only me and the owner again. But I would see like a lot of dates and people would be having such serious conversations on a first date. Like they would be asking about if they're like I heard one guy ask a woman if her family had any history of of health issues.
On a date?
On a first date. This is what people are doing. It's so boring.
Oh God, if someone asked me that, I would be like, that's a really crazy question to ask someone.
And she answered very seriously and asked him a question and asked him how many siblings he had, what he studied in college, what his intended workplace successes were. You know, it was like that's what people
really
are talking
serious.
about on a date. And I'm
like, you want to have kids? Do you want to be married? Like, really
yeah, like that
thing.
kind of stuff. Like, how many kids do you want to have? How do you see? Do you see raising your kids in the public school system, or would you prefer private? Like, this is the conversations that people are having on first dates. And I'm like, this is the problem.
I would never do that. Like,
have
you want
fun.
to have fun.
I know.
Right.
It's very...
That's really crazy.
Yeah, that's what's happening out there. So...
Yeah, I would never want to talk about super serious stuff on a first date. Like,
no, what's the point? If you're serious, you'll
then you
get
could
there.
just cut them. Like, you don't want kids? I do. Bye. It is a good way to cut the BS, I guess.
I know, but like, then at that point though, just have arranged marriage. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no.
Yeah, I would like to be on Love Is Blind. Why not?
I don't want to be like, but like, imagine if you like, you know, your favorite aunt or your favorite parent could arrange a marriage for you. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, if they know what you like. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of my parents picking out my romantic partner is always felt like a terrible idea.
Yeah, I don't tell my mom anything about what I like or what I don't like. So
you don't tell her anything?
She would have no idea. She would have no idea.
You should talk to your mom more. What if she
might have an idea? People that aren't white, because a lot of, I don't know. I don't think she has an idea.
I feel like your type being just people that aren't white that's not a type. You must have a type beyond that. Do you know what I mean?
Brown hair, Hispanic, European.
Well, like I understand.
Anything else?
I understand. Okay, but like, what's wrong with Americans? Are you not patriotic?
I don't like blonde people. I just don't like blonde. It's just not my.
At this point,
type.
it feels like a personal attack.
No.
I'm sorry that I'm American and blonde.
It's just not my thing, I guess.
I think
I mean,
that
not saying I couldn't.
I feel like you should be out there sucking dick for America. You know what I mean? You gotta you gotta have
God.
you gotta be out there saving these American boys from themselves.
Oof. Ugh. You know how many guys on dating apps that I'll always be like, can you show me like your STD test? I've never had one guy ever ask me for that first or like ever unless I asked. And I was like, these guys are grimy as fuck.
Well, I just
And
also
I'm
think
like,
I
why?
think
Like
it's
they
fun.
don't care. They don't care
No.
anything
Well,
about
I
it.
always make this joke and like people I think you'll get this is I'm always like straight people are not don't use condoms. Which is so crazy. It's to me. It's like anytime you talk to someone who's like identifies with heteronormative culture and you talk to them about casual sex, they never use condoms. It's so crazy
I
to
would
me.
never not use condom with someone I met on a dating app ever.
I know.
I mean, a female condom. I don't. No one uses that. No
I
one
do think
really
that
uses
I've
it.
been
But
thinking a lot about this lately though, which is
why would you not use?
I'm very adamant about condom use, but I
Mm-mm.
have this theory that like it's actually like a turnoff. Like if I'm adamant about using a condom and that it's better,
Really?
you're supposed to take like a tongue dip. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed to be like, I gotta dip in real quick. That's the etiquette. Like if you go
Wait. You're supposed to put your dick in someone to see if that's something they like first.
no, I'm just saying like if say like you're gonna have sex like I'm a man, I'm gonna have sex with a new lady I
Mm-hmm.
met through a dating app,
Mm-hmm.
and we go out and we're hanging out and it's getting crazy. I don't know, like we're like kissing, it's getting serious, and we're about to start having sex, and it goes, hold on, let me put on a condom. That's a turn off. So what you have to do,
No,
the,
I think the guy should just do it without asking. That's my most of the scenarios that I've been in. The guy would just do it.
yeah, that's fair, but like, hear me out on the rules. This is what I think is that you're supposed to. What I've understood is that I think you're supposed to do like take a taste. You know what I mean? You're supposed to dip in.
Raw dog
Yeah, you're supposed to raw dog for a second. It's like, ooh,
to see
oh,
if they like. No, that's
I'm so
rapey. That's 100% rapey. Don't do that.
no, you're not understanding what I'm saying. It's like it's
To see what they want. You try to dip it.
like they're in this scenario. I'm saying that the turnoff is that the condom is being used. So you have to be like, oh, you're turning me on so much that I forgot about the condom for a second, and then you go, hold on, we got to use a condom. That's the move.
So then you're trying to act like you're thoughtful because you thought about it.
You're putting this on the guy, and I'm saying this is about turning the woman on.
So stopping for a minute because you have to put it on would like ruin the mood.
Yeah, because it's like if you're too adamant about condom use,
Then you're kind of insulting them because you think they're
ex-
dirty.
yeah, exactly. That's the read.
Everybody on dating apps should be using. If
I
you're not
agree.
thinking about wearing a
I'm not.
condom with someone you met on a dating app, like, do whatever you want. Kids, free world.
Yeah, see, I feel like you're too deep in the queer BDSM adjacent world of sex. You're not sleeping with like a normcore guys.
Mm. Yeah, but I still think like if anyone who meets someone on a dating app and they like, oh, the horror stories I see on Facebook of girls who say like guys try to have sex without a condom, it's really big in Philly. But have you ever heard of Are We Dating the Same Guy? It's
No.
ridiculous. It's all these people talking about their cheating boyfriends on a Facebook group and also giving stuff like this person's abusive, like really like good information, but like putting a picture like a mugshot.
See, this is like why I can't be on
But
Facebook.
it's helpful because they're like, yeah, I looked him up and he has 5 charges. Do not go on a date with him. I just looked up his docket sheet. Like smart women, smart ladies on this thing, but
Well, I'm glad that they're using it
it's also dramatic
in
and
like
crazy.
a smart way.
Yeah.
But again, I just feel like there's such crazy decision making across the board with dating with straight people. I mean, with everyone. Let's be
You guys
honest.
shouldn't be straight anymore.
I mean, if you could choose, I think you probably wouldn't be, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think if I could choose, I'm like 95% straight, 80% straight. I'm like 70% straight.
Have you had an experience before?
Obviously, dude. I feel like every man has.
Wow.
Every man
Wow.
has, and if they haven't, they're lying.
Hmm.
I think that
Interesting.
okay, there's some men it's very low numbers, but there are some men who have had no quote unquote gay experiences. I mean, this happened this weekend at the bar I work at. There's this big group of like bro guys, backwards hats, you know.
What's a 30-year-old with a backwards hat? Stupid. Okay, keep
Yeah, I
going.
mean, I don't know how old they were. They might have been in their mid 20s,
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
but they were looking at photos. They were on Tinder looking at women, swiping through, and they saw a hot girl, and one was like, "Damn, she's so hot. I'm hard a little bit."
Ew.
And his friend was like, "No way," and he was like, "Yeah, check." And his friend, his straight friend,
Ball couple.
reached over and pinched his dick.
Ew.
And I was like, "That's not. You're not straight anymore." At that point, do you know what I
Did you
mean?
see that?
I witnessed this. This just happened this weekend.
It's really weird, especially doing that in front of everyone, and even like the waiters can see it.
Yeah,
That's a little
I mean,
odd.
it was like I work in like it's like it was like 1 a.m. party bar. People are drinking.
So they're all drunk, but still, it's like you did that in front of everyone.
But that's my point. Is like most men are doing that. So that's gay.
I mean,
You're
yeah,
not
the
hundred
amount of
percent
guys
straight.
who looked completely 100% straight and asked me to peg them.
But is pegging gay? I don't think that's gay necessarily. Touching another man's penis is gay.
I think.
Inserting things
I
into
mean,
your
if you
butt is
want
not
to
gay.
be gay, I mean, if you want to be pegged, you like things similar. I don't know.
I don't think that's gay because if it's a woman doing it, I would still actually I would love to know. What do you guys think? Is pegging gay? I don't think it is.
Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, tell me in the comments. I'm gonna post. This is gonna be a clip for sure. I need to know. Only cause like I don't care if 2 people watch it. I just want to know. Crowdsourced. Is it gay to be pegged? I think no.
We'll find
I'm gonna go
out.
no. I think it's gay to have sex with a man. If you're a man
Yeah,
and you have
of
sex with
course.
a man, that's gay.
Mm-hmm.
If you touch your friend's dick, like you hold your friend's erect penis, that's gay. That's gay.
Mm.
If your wife pegs you,
I had a guy tell me today that he wanted me to force him to give another guy head.
see, that's gay.
And I'm like, he's like, well, it'd be hot if you forced me to.
Again,
Never done it. And
Gay.
I'm like,
we get it. You're a little bit gay, and you need a woman to still gay.
he's like, I want to wear these panties. I'm like, okay,
See, that's not gay.
why not?
Why is it not gay to wear panties? Because panties don't mean anything. That's a construct of gender.
Well, he wanted to do it like in a submissive way to like wear panties. But either way, yeah, that makes sense.
I would. I mean, I'm currently wearing panties, and no, I'm not. I'll show you after. Well, Kristen, I think we've covered it all. We've covered pegging. We've covered your love life. We've covered your profession. Is there anything else you'd love to plug before you get out of here? And don't say a man's butthole.
Yeah, check me out at the Comfort Studio Philly, Instagram, and thank you guys. This is great.
Yeah. What's your Insta?
My Insta is KIS Entertainment.
There we go. KIS Entertainment. Kristen, thanks for coming in. This has been Maxi Baby's Big Life. You can find me at Maxi Baby is Very Sorry on Instagram or at Maxi Baby's Big Life on Instagram. And, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say that. If you made it this far, just do it at this point. That's incredible. Thank you.